One of the core values of the United States of America is that we not impose the belief of a church or an individual on any other person. Let me make that distinction. Historically, much of the focus was, would a church be the established church in a state and impose its belief on all the citizens? But concomitant with this, and at the same time, we don't let, historically, individuals impose their belief on others. This bill proposes to introduce that concept into the law of the state of Indiana. And the person who can impose his or her belief is no longer just an individual who might or might not succeed. It is a corporation which can decide to assert its religious views and to impose them on the public or on its own employees. To my mind, this is an incredibly destructive idea.
Unfortunately, this bill is doing far more than we intend, and we know it. And that's what troubles me so much, is that not only do we know it, it appears that despite all the obvious unintended consequences, we don't seem to care that our citizens are now going to have to run to court to decide what the law will mean. And even the leaders of this chamber and even some of the proponents of this legislation concede that this is going to do nothing except create paychecks for lawyers. The thing that's most troubling, though, is that it's fundamentally unfair, because we know what we're doing here. We're singling out a group of our friends and neighbors and our fellow citizens.
Well, to me, it's pretty clear that Senate Bill 101 is really nothing more than a consolation prize for those who feel some disappointment in this General Assembly for not putting a marriage amendment on the ballot in the last election. We've got disappointed people, so we need to make them feel better and have a consolation prize. And so to do that, we're going to pass a law that invites people to challenge laws and regulations they don't like and to use religion as the basis for that challenge.
And I'd like to just tell you what one of those ministers said to me. Another Methodist, by the way. She said, "As Americans, we are strong because we embrace many faiths and protect every individual's right to worship. Faith, however, is not a weapon to be used against others. It is a thread that weaves together the diverse fabric of our state and nation. Freedom of religion is already enshrined in our Constitution, a fundamental right to be cherished. RFRA is unnecessary and creates a license to discriminate where equality instead should prevail."